So Dominic Williams drops a bombshell this week with the article that he released about ICP 2.0, DFINITY 2.0, and Caffeine AI. And Internet Computer ended up seeing a massive increase in volume, which brought it up over 160% on the week. So we're going to get into that today. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, I am Kyle and you're watching The Swap. This is going to be a new series that we roll out. This first episode is going to be called United State of Crypto, because there's a lot of things progressing with cryptocurrency in the United States right now, as well as policies and Trump talking about the need to be number one in crypto. So we're going to dive into some video clips throughout this episode.
I only care about one thing. Will we be number one in crypto? Crypto has turned out, and in that sense I've been right, crypto's turned out to be a massive industry, if you want to call it that.
So in the first clip here from 60 Minutes with President Trump, he is addressing that crypto is a massive industry, if you want to call it that, right? Bitcoin itself has been out for about 16 years, and it has exceeded $2 trillion in market cap, which is no joke. Obviously, it's one of the largest market caps in the world. And it compares to like Google and Facebook and the Mag 7. So it's bouncing around in the top market caps itself, but the total cryptocurrency market cap has exceeded over 4 trillion over the summer, and it's currently around 3.5 trillion and seeing volatility and stuff. So if you're looking around the markets, you'll find coins that are fluctuating quite a bit. But we are seeing the U.S. open up and freely open up about wanting to be number one in the world for cryptocurrency. And here you're going to see a little bit beyond just the cryptocurrency part. But here at the White House, he talks more about the need to be number one for crypto. But then he also mentions AI.
We're making the United States the Bitcoin superpower, the crypto capital of the world, and the undisputed leader in artificial intelligence. We're leading China by a lot.
So another big statement here from Trump, basically just reassuring that the U.S. is ahead right now, which is good, and they're beating China by a lot, obviously, as he mentioned, and the need for crypto is really emerging. So in this next slide that I have here is actually from A16 Crypto, A16Z, sorry, which is the largest venture capital in the world. They have $46 billion under asset management, and they invest a lot into crypto, and they have this wonderful report for the state of crypto in 2025. So part of this report actually really fit in well with the policy side that we're addressing with Trump, with the need to be number one in crypto. The U.S. has passed the Genius Act into law, and they're currently voting in the Senate about the Clarity Act, and then potentially introducing that into the law as well. So a lot of things moving forward and giving the proper guardrails for innovation to thrive in the United States with cryptocurrency. So it's just really becoming something you can't really avoid. And we're going to be talking a little bit later about some like more adoption that's happening in the space with major companies. So in this crypto report that A16Z laid out, you can find on their website. This was a slide that really was just key to what we just talked about with policies. But the overall state of crypto report actually has a dashboard that you can find on their website and track a lot of key data. So in the categories of like blockchains, mobile wallet users, total value locked, and what chains those like values are locked and positioned. You can also see the locations around the world where the technology is being adopted quite a bit. So really fascinating report. You can check it out on their site. Now this was another like basic, like with this stat that they feature here, it's kind of eye-opening. It says they've seen 10 million users added in the last year, and they estimate that the number of monthly active crypto users has grown to 40 to 70 million. So getting a lot more active online. You're seeing some excitement in the market right now. Bitcoin kind of just retrace back to the 100,000 area, but it was at 126. So a lot of interesting movements happen with volatility, but the U.S. is now opening up with all these policies and so on. And 401ks are now able to accumulate Bitcoin through ETFs and so on. So we're seeing a lot more adoption play a role here. And there's 716 million global crypto owners. So it's pretty massive. Still under a billion, but it's growing. It seems like it's here to stay and has a lot of upside. Here we have AI and crypto. There's consolidating power in big tech, and I love that A16Z highlights the need for greater decentralization, because if you look at these pie charts, it's pretty intimidating when you see these companies from the Mag 7 owning the major parts of the pie, like Nvidia owning 94% of the data market share. So there's a need for decentralization because they're collecting the most data in the world right now with AI, because the data is training and getting smarter and so on. So it becomes like a very key thing to watch out here, because if data is in the ownership of the wrong people, it could get really, really extreme. And we obviously don't want to see data like become susceptible to hacks for sure. And AI itself can have a lot of dangerous intent behind it if we don't have the proper guardrails in place, essentially, right? And a lot of people right now online can't tell what's AI and what's not. I'm a real human, but a lot of people in my family might ask if this is real or if it's AI, and I'm sure you see it yourself, where you have to question like a TikTok video or something like that. We can verify AI on blockchain, and it can be used to authenticate, if it's real or not. And that becomes important when you think of like companies, of like someone being misrepresented, and all of a sudden it tanks stock price and so on. And it can cause a lot of global harm, or even start wars in some cases. So it can be very nasty, if it's in the wrong hands. We also are seeing right now that AI agents are, making a lot of transactions, whether it's trading and buying. I've seen it for NFTs and stuff, but we're going to see the new agentic web really emerge here, and people are going to be using agents for service payments and stuff, or like asking your agent to order you a pizza from Domino's or whatever. There's just going to be a lot of use cases coming out. So now, as we were talking about earlier with adoption, we're seeing some of the big players step in line here and start backing crypto. And in this specific article from CNBC, Walmart has backed OnePay, and the significance of that, this is a little bit older article, earlier October, but they are now going to be accepting payments as well. And there's a video here to follow with CNBC as they talk about it, because Walmart's the largest retailer in the world by revenue, and as they step into this, adoption certainly going to happen here with over 150 million Americans alone using Walmart for store.
They can buy it, they can hold it, they can store it, they can trade it if they want, and then when they want to go pay for something, they can turn it into cash, and like we said, go OnePay is actually integrated into the checkouts of Walmart.
So not only are you going to be able to trade it through the app that Walmart is a majority owner of, you're also going to be able to pay at their stores. So this basically is going to allow people to have their first time exposure to cryptocurrency. I don't anticipate everyone to use it, but people will slowly build up trust with it, and they won't have to use a major exchange like Coinbase or Binance in order to access crypto. They'll be able to do it through the app and then choose when they want to make some payments there. So we're starting to see the emergence of daily transactions for like lifestyle purchases, and we've seen real world assets really come into play here, with people using Bitcoin to purchase houses, cars, and so on. So now, retail is coming in the mix. And as we did a cold open for this episode here for the State of Crypto, we talked about Dominic Williams dropping a bombshell for Internet Computer 2.0. and we've seen a lot of price action for Internet Computer. And so Internet Computer for the week has exceeded 160% in price increase. And if you look at October 30th, they were actually at $2.84 or something, somewhere around there. And it ran up to $8.60. So, a lot of momentum behind there, a lot of excitement for the article that Dominic Williams released and the future vision he has for Internet Computer 2.0. So we're going to check that out here. And yeah, so for this article, you can find on Medium, and it's going to take you about 15 minutes or so to read. And then some of the things that I highlighted in here that he's talking about with the company model, like Internet Computers or DFINITY is going venture mode now, and they're taking this venture mode serious as they're looking to pursue new opportunities with incredible potential. So they're going for profit with this new venture ecosystem. So things are going to get interesting, and they already have with Caffeine AI, which he talks about a lot in this article, and how Dominic's been outspoken about Caffeine being able to create millions and millions of new apps, and here it's highlighted in the article as well as a proven game changer for the Internet Computer. And so for this, I see, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about Caffeine AI, but we're seeing, like a lot of confidence from Dominic Williams lately. He's been posting more on socials. Caffeine AI is, he calls it the self-writing internet, but you talk with AI here to build out an application that's hosted on a decentralized cloud. So things get really interesting for non-developers for this. So a lot of creators are going to use this. You'll see a lot of people using it for blogs and so on. You can create personal, like hyper-local social media apps or fantasy football and so on, creating games. It gets really interesting for what you can build. And we previously, previously in an interview we did with Kyle Langham in Las Vegas, it was about how we're going to see the emergence of like disposable software or single-use software, where people just share something one time with like family or friends. Maybe it's an invite to an event or whatever, and like it just becomes like a single time where it's really of the utmost value for you, and you could create it within seconds, in some cases minutes or whatever, depending on what you all add to it. But we're seeing a lot of people like one-shot prompts and build out crazy apps right now with Caffeine AI, and as I mentioned, all hosted on the Internet Computer. So gets really fascinating here. So here is the Caffeine AI site. Now you will chat with this bot here, and it will start to code, and then you'll be able to test your draft and so on. I will make more content about this. It will be something that I might stream, or it might just do videos and stuff with, and I'll show off some of the stuff that I've built with Caffeine AI. And right now we're seeing a lot of people building out like 3D games and stuff. There's click-based games, social media, and so on. If you want to find out more information about the Internet Computer, go to internetcomputer.org. They have Caffeine AI, Chain Fusion, which allows you to talk to multiple networks natively through the chain key technology that DFINITY Foundation built. This is a great resource. You can also go to the ecosystem showroom, I believe it's called, ecosystem showcase, and find out a lot of dApps and stuff there. So now I want to talk about AI 16Z, and they're going to be migrating as of today. You can migrate over to elizaOS, and this is going to be a 90-day period where you can migrate. If you miss the migration period, you are SOL. So do not miss that, otherwise you will be out of tokens. So this is their website. They just launched. It's gorgeous. It's got Eliza up there, and they're going to be using cross-chain architecture here through CCIP for Chainlink. And so this is opening up the intelligent economy. And on the site here, you will have the migration sequence of events that you got to do. So you're going to connect a wallet, configure, and then migrate, and then you have the option to bridge it over to the network of your choice of the options they have there, whether it's BNB, Ethereum, Base, or Solana. So you can go through and review all of this, and like I said, choose your path. And then they also have the tokenomics on there. They did dilute the token, so for every one AI16Z that you had, when you migrate over, you're going to get 6 elizaOS tokens. And you can start the migration on their site, whether it's the top of the page or the bottom. It's going to take you over to their portal to do so. So make sure you're following along there and get in their Discord. You can find all of the major announcements in the Labs announcements tab. Yeah, so get over there. And then now I'd like to transition over to some internet computer updates. So with the internet computer seeing a lot of hype and excitement, we've seen a lot of major accounts really talking about internet computer lately, which has been a thrill to see. If you've been in the ecosystem here over the last couple of years, you know, there's never major outlets talking about it, or influencers. There was Ben Armstrong and some others that kind of loosely talked about it, but now we're seeing a lot more eyes and ears open to the idea of the internet computer and the world computer vision that it has. So useful tool or useful site that you can use is icptokens.net. This is basically your coin market cap for internet computer ecosystem tokens. As you can see, there's a long list of ecosystem tokens you can choose from and explore. They also have DEXs, NFTs, and wallets that you can browse and find your preference there. I can have some more videos and stuff for content of how to create such. And then they also have bubble maps. So you can see with the volume that ICP's seen that a lot of green has happened in the market for the ecosystem tokens. And next, we have a clip here from Poked Studios UK on X, Poked Studio UK. Jonathan Ball released a teaser for the upcoming animation for PokedBots, sorry. And so he does 3D design with his studio there. They also have NFT collections on the internet computer. There's the main PokedBots collection, and then there's the pet bots, and then the mutant bots. So check those out, but here is the clip, so enjoy.
Hey man, as of this morning, I'm super wealthy.
That's great, man. That's great.
Botcoin.
Woo! Drinks on this guy.
So, free service?
Sure. Hey, drinks all around.
And so as we're wrapping up here, I just kind of want to show some of our communities off. So on X here, we do have the blockchain community, which you can join on the Swop profile or my personal profile as well. It's just right under my main information. So in here is a great place to connect with other people or ask questions about blockchain. Usually someone will respond. We have over 1,000 people in the community, so it is growing. And I've seen a lot of different users actually engaging a lot more lately. So it seems like more eyes are open or curious with blockchain. As you scroll through, one of the latest things that we did, uBin, which is a decentralized file storage created by Daniel McCoy. He gave me access, so I'm the first user to access the encrypted canisters, so I can have private canisters that no one else can see on the internet computer. So, which is using a form of the vet keys that DFINITY created. So, it's really interesting to see, and we'll have some more content for that. So stay tuned for that. And then as far as I guess social proofing, people are posting some stuff in the blockchain community there, so you can engage with that if you'd like. Here is the Swop YouTube account. This is the main one. We also have another community one for the Swap, as well as Mission Comms account. So for the Swap, we have the ICP United series that we did, and you can find a lot of useful information there. So if you're exploring the internet computer for the first time, please go check that out. It's very, very well done. We did a lot of production through the studio and stuff, and so it covers everything from Bitcoin DeFi to the world computer vision and the future of like AI and stuff on the internet computer. So check that out. There's also other clips there, like when we had announcements and so on, and then some shorts there as well. And then yeah, we'll be putting this content on there as well for this show, and have some other things that kind of come out for like exploring the internet computer ecosystem, as well as talking about other ecosystems as well and other news and stuff out there. So remember to hit like and subscribe, and I appreciate you all for tuning into this. So thank you.